They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. There's Wilson to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson on the move to his left. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strong. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Courtland Sutton has shown plenty of times that he's a big-time player, capable of making the plays that you need to be a wide receiver 1 in this league. Now his goal is to return to his 2019 Pro Bowl form. 776 yards in 2021. He picks up a first down there.
He'll get it inside the 20, and they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. They go play action now. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Off the play fake. Strong. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Strong. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Strong. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. A final shot before break. Strong. Here's a diving catch right side. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson rolling to his right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Pitre picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down. Strong. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run it again with Williams.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Broncos got themselves a star when they took Williams early in the second round in 2021. He finished third among rookies and 13th in the league in rushing, despite splitting carries in the Denver backfield. They've clearly positioned him to be their bell cow this season. 1,000 yards, the bare minimum of what they expect from him in this campaign.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's brought down. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They're going to run it left. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw on second down. Strong. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong. He gets this one to Mechie. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Now Wilson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked his special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback in his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
22 yards there, a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This from Tom Dempsey range here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
and look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise. How about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable, because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with. And to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now a first throw here in overtime. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.